Alright, so after 5 years, Fortnite finally returns to iOS. So if you have an Apple device or an iPad, you can finally play Fortnite again. That is insane. So if you missed my video a few days ago, they promised us, what was it, last week or the week before, that Fortnite would return. And then the week ended and still we hadn't heard anything. But long story short, Apple versus Epic Games took another twist. So just to summarize that video though, basically Epic Games sued Apple, and then Apple was winning, and then Epic Games was winning, and it finally was court ordered that Epic Games won. So Apple had no other choice but to bring back Fortnite on iOS. And then they kind of drew it out a little bit more. That's why we didn't get it right away. So Epic Games submitted all the stuff that they needed to, and then Apple didn't accept it and they didn't reject it. They just left it in limbo. And so Epic got mad again and they went back to the courts and then they said, hey, do this or we're going to take you back to court. And then finally Apple caved, and then here we are. It's finally back. So the official Fortnite Twitter account did tweet this. They said Fortnite is back on the App Store in the US on iPhones and iPads, and on the Epic Games Store and Alt Store in the EU. It'll show up in search soon. Get Fortnite on the App Store in the US, and then they provide a link. So it's fn.gg/US-App Store. So again, this is US only for now. It says in the EU, it's on the Epic Games Store and the Alt Store. I don't know what that is. So let's click this link and see where it takes us. So it says, okay, so this is it. It shows some screenshots here. It says Battle Royale is back, fast-paced multiplayer combat in Reload. So they have everything. Ranked Reload, Ballistic, Rocket Racing, everything. Even Lego. Zero Build is there too, of course. So this is actually really interesting because everyone's scrambling to tell everyone about this. It's like, hey, Fortnite is back on iOS. I've seen comments on Twitter. I've seen comments on Facebook. I've seen comments on Instagram. I'm seeing comments on my video. It's like, hey, spread the word that this is finally a thing. It's been over 5 years, like I said. So since it was removed, Fortnite released Chapter 3, Chapter 4, Chapter 5, Chapter 6, Zero Build, Reload, Ballistic, all of UEFN, Fortnite Festival, Lego Fortnite, Fall Guys Fortnite, and tons of other things. It's been that long. So if you last played on your iOS device, it was Chapter 2. Are you kidding me? It was that long ago, Chapter 2. Imagine going to bed 5 years ago, playing Chapter 2, they abruptly pulled the game out from under you. You can never play again. You log back on, and it's Chapter 6. Are you kidding me? Isn't that crazy? So I wonder what this is going to do to the player base because, I mean, there were millions of people that have iPhones, that had iPads that couldn't play anymore. Will they all come back? Will most of them come back? Will some of them come back? If you're a map creator, I feel like this is going to be huge for you because all these people coming back to their phones to play is going to boost your maps tremendously. Like I said, I'm anxious to see the player count. It should skyrocket up because mobile is, believe it or not, a huge part of Fortnite. Just look how much the player base dropped after Fortnite was removed from iOS. I know a lot of people, if you have a PC or a console, you kind of scoff at mobile players and say, yeah, like who wants to play Fortnite on mobile? But younger people are always on their phones. And what do you do if you get bored? You play a game. Why not load up Fortnite? I'm telling you, I see so many people play Fortnite on their Android. And now that it's back on iOS, I'm sure it's going to be the same. So just passing on the news that finally it has been reinstated after about 1,740 days, about 5 years. And I think it's absolutely hilarious what Tim Sweeney tweeted. So Tim Sweeney is the mastermind behind all this. He, of course, is the Epic Games founder and the CEO. He tweeted, I can't believe he said this. He said, "We back, fam." You kidding me? I love that. We back, fam. And even Donald Mustard tweeted. He said, "This is absolutely incredible. Everyone go get Fortnite on your phones and iPads now. We worked so hard in those early days of Fortnite to really dial in and refine a great control scheme for mobile devices." So since it's back, maybe, just maybe, we'll get that free Apple skin that was in the files. Or they might bring back the original free Apple skin. They might bring back the Apple Cup that we had to get the free skin. We'll see. So keep your eyes on the news feed, and we'll see if we actually get anything for the return of Fortnite on iOS. Insane. Congrats to Epic Games. This is a huge victory over Apple. I remember when they first went to court, everyone thought Epic Games would get smoked. Apple's too big. You can't defeat them. Well, guess what? Epic Games reigns supreme. So there you go. If you have an iPhone or an iPad and you live in America, re-download Fortnite and give it a whirl. So there you go. That's all there is to it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Like is always appreciated. And don't forget to use my Support-A-Creator code, which is tabortime.